so maybe Goodreads knows what it's talking about when it's suggesting books based off of books that I've given 5 stars. I feel like she's so like weird and like stalkery. Hey everyone, it's me Bailey, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be reading books based on some Goodreads recommendations. So if you use Goodreads, you probably know that Goodreads has like recommendations where they recommend you books based off of things that you previously read or things that you're currently reading, and just kind of giving you recommendations based on that. But if you go to like the actual website that's not the mobile app, you will get a list of recommendations by the shelves that you have. So in today's video, I'm going to be reading recommendations based on my 5-star reads. So with that being said, I'm gonna throw up a screen recording of my Goodreads, and we are going to pick books based on these recommendations. I think I'm going to read 3 books in this video and see which ones are like calling to me, but I'm doing it so that way I think either 3 or 4 have to be on my shelves, like on my 5-star reads. So like if I look at one of them and it only has like 1 book, then maybe not reading it. I'm looking for ones that have 3 to 4 matches on my 5-star shelves. So okay, so to find this list, I have Goodreads pulled up. So we're gonna go to the browse tab and then recommendations, and then it should give me a list of recommendations by shelf. So right here we see my 5-star shelf, and it's going to give me 50 recommendations, and we're going to look on here and pick a book based on these recommendations. Okay, so I'm going to be writing down which books have 2, 3, and 4 books that this book was recommended based on books that I have added. So we're just gonna go through and we're going to look through them all. First we have Where's Molly by H.G. Carlton, which has 1, Remarkably Bright Creatures, which has 2. We've got The Unmaking of June Farrow, Belladonna, Things We Leave Unfinished. We've got Shallow River by H.G. Carlton, Beyond the Wand, The Graham Effect with 2, Hello Beautiful with 2, Paris the Memoir, The Fabric of Our Souls. Some of these I've never heard of. So The Naturals, all of these have like 2 or 1. That Sick Love, The Soulmate Equation with 3, What the River Knows, Counting the Cost. We've got Until I Get You with 2, Before We Were Strangers, A Thousand Boy Kisses, Offside with 1, Betting on You by Lynn Painter with 3, Fall of Ruin and Wraith, or Wrath, not Wraith, Wrath, Butcher and Blackbird. Okay, we've got None of This Is True with 5, so that is a strong contender. One True Loves with 3. We have The Exception to the Rule with 4. We have The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I've only read 1 Riley Sager book and I absolutely hated it, so maybe we'll give him another try. Tom Lake by Anne Patchett. Let's see, A Study in Drowning, All the Dangerous Things by Stacey Willingham, The Hunger Games, The Drowning Woman. So I've noticed that I've got quite a lot that have 2 in common, so I'm going to do, from here on out, I think I'm just going to check 3, 4, and 5 in common. We've got Hello Stranger. This is a high contender because I actually own this book and I have been wanting to read more books that I own. So this is a very high contender. The Summer Broken Rules. I can't really say that I'm super interested in this book, but maybe I would like it if I read it. Collide, Done and Dusted with 5. If I end up with like 3 with 5, then I'll probably just do all 3 of those since they're based on books that I clearly love. So What Lies in the Woods. I've actually heard really good things about this. Well, okay, I guess I've heard mixed things about this, but it does interest me, so I'm thinking I will probably read it, but just not for this video. Britney Spears, The Woman in Me, with 3. If He Had Been With Me, but this is the like old cover. Then we've got Matthew Perry's memoir. We've got Prince Harry's memoir, Same Time Next Summer, The Family Game, Everyone Here Is Lying, Skin of a Sinner, Once You're Mine, Page Boy, Romantic Comedy, Pineapple Street, and You Shouldn't Have Come Here. Okay, so with these options, I definitely know that I'm going to read the 2 with 5 most in common, and then I think I'm going to pick one from the 4-star, or the 4 books in common. So obviously for the 5 books in common, we have None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and we have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. And then for the 4 books one, we have The Exception to the Rule by Christina Lauren, which I think is like a novella. And then we have The Only One Left by Riley Sager. Honestly, you know what? I think I'm just gonna read both of them. So I think we'll do 4 books for this video, and we'll do None of This Is True, Done and Dusted, The Exception to the Rule, and The Only One Left. We'll just do 4 and read the books that have the most that I have put on the shelf. So those are going to be the 4 books that I read in this video. I'm super excited about these books. I'm definitely interested to give Riley Sager another try to see if I like a different one of his books. I'm definitely excited to read a Lisa Jewell book because I've never read one by them. Done and Dusted I've heard such amazing things about, so super excited to read that. And then The Exception to the Rule. I feel like Christina Lauren for me is pretty hit or miss, so I'm definitely interested to see what I think about this one. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get to reading. I think I'm going to start with The Exception to the Rule. And so yeah, with that, let's get to reading. Hello. Okay, so I have finished the first book for this video, which it's literally been like an hour. But so I picked up The Exception to the Rule by Christina Lauren, and I think I'm gonna end up giving this 4 stars. It was really cute. It was just like a quick little novella. It was 100 pages. I was a little frustrated with the fact that like the first nearly half of the book was told in like emails, which was like kind of different. So I didn't exactly love that, but overall like the premise itself was like really cute, and I feel like it was good for like it only being 100 pages, and I didn't like hate the writing or anything. So I think I'm gonna end up giving it 4 stars. So I don't know, not too bad to start out this video. I'm not exactly sure what book I'm gonna read next for this video, but I do have to go out and get the other 3 books that I'm planning on reading, because the only book that's on Kindle Unlimited was The Exception to the Rule, and since I just finished this, I have to go now get the rest of the books for this video. So I'm going to do that probably tomorrow when I go out. So yeah, that's gonna be all for now, and I will probably update you guys once I start the next book for this video. Okay, so I started the second book for this video today while I was on my walk with Navy. As you guys saw, I started listening it to the audiobook, which means that I started The Only One Left by Riley Sager. And I am actually, so first of all, I really love this cover. I just love the colors, like the red and the blue, and like it's like very neon but very like, you know, dark and stuff. So I'm really like liking this cover. So even if I absolutely hate this book, I think I'd probably keep it like for the cover alone, just because I like it that much. But so I started this book while I was on my walk with Navy, and I started listening to the audiobook, and so far I'm enjoying it. I'm definitely liking it a lot better than Survive the Night, which is the only book that I've read by Riley Sager, and I absolutely hated that book. I think I gave it like 1.5 star. Like I really did not like that book, but so far I am liking this one a little bit better. It is starting to give kind of like Verity vibes in a sense, which is like the only book that I've ever read that had like that kind of caregiver aspect, except that's different than this. But I'm definitely interested in seeing how I'm going to like this. I am going to put it down for now. I made it to page 27, which is chapter 4. So I am going to put this down just because I do have some homework that I want to get done tonight, but I definitely see myself picking this up probably again tomorrow. So I will keep you guys updated on my thoughts and things on this book. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys again a little bit later.
Making me hate you, probably think it's painful, but really I'm grateful. I think I've seen this before. This is the part where you say you want me to. I say I love you, then you go act a fool. That's how the story goes. Just wanna...
Hello. Okay, so I am on some reading sprints right now, and I was doing sprints because I was starting to feel very like slumpy and just needed to like actually set some time to read. And so I just finished the second book that I was filming for this video, which was The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and oh my god, I'm literally giving this book 5 stars. It was so good. The tea at the end, oh my god, I was not expecting any of it. Like, this book ate and left no crumbs, which I was literally so shocked by, considering I read Survive the Night by Riley Sager and absolutely hated that book. I did not like that book at all. I was not even sure that I was going to give Riley Sager a second chance, just because I just did not like that book at all. But this one, so good. And I feel like this is the type of mystery thriller that I personally like, where we're having our main character who is taking care of someone, and they're in this like spooky paranormal almost element of like the house that they're in. And I just feel like that and me are like the perfect equation, because the only other book that I've read that was kind of similar to this one was Verity by Colleen Hoover, and I did actually give that one 5 stars as well, but this one was like better than that. But I just loved the storyline and like the reveals at the end. Like, I was expecting one of them, I did guess it like correctly, but not exactly correct. Like, I guessed the gist but was just kind of wrong on what it actually was. But it was, oh, it was so good, so good. I'm gonna be thinking about this book for like a really long time. So 5 stars so far. This video we've gotten a 4-star and a 5-star. So maybe Goodreads knows what it's talking about when it's suggesting books based off of books that I've given 5 stars. So yeah, I'm going to be moving on to the next book for this video, which is going to be None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I don't currently have it on my desk with me. It's on my shelf over there, so I'm gonna have to go grab it, but I think that's gonna be the book that I end up picking up next. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna start that tonight. I'll probably actually end up starting it in the morning, but yeah, so that's gonna be it for now, and I will talk to you guys again later. Hello. Okay, so I have officially started One of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and did I say One of This Is True? None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. Anyways, so I am currently on page 29 of this book, and I am immersive reading with the audiobook, and so far the audiobook is so good. Like, it has like a full cast, it's got like music in the background, and I'm definitely interested to see like how the audiobook is gonna be like overall the whole story. But so far, like with me only being like 20 pages in, Josie is making me a little sus. Like, I feel like she's so like weird and like stalkery. I don't know, because so basically from what I can understand is so far we have Alex and Josie, and they are like birthday twins, and Alex is like this famous like podcaster. And I don't really know about Josie. Like, she just is a mom, but her kids are like grown. So she's like, so far it's like, it's so weird, because it's like she has like become so obsessed with Alex, and they're only on their like second interaction, which Josie like planned, I guess, or like manipulated. I don't know, it's like so weird. Josie is like giving me like weird vibes, so I don't know. But I know that they eventually end up like doing a podcast episode together, or maybe even like starting their own podcast about like them being birthday twins and stuff. I don't know, but so far Josie's giving me bad vibes, and I'm going to keep reading this and see if I like it. So yeah, I'll probably update maybe again like when I get around the halfway mark to see if I end up liking this. I just don't know. I'm still like on a like 5-star high from The Only One Left, so hopefully this can like be good, because I have figured out that when it comes to like mystery thrillers, my ideal mystery thriller has like a caretaker aspect with like paranormal almost seeming elements in it, and as far as I know, this is nothing like that. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm still gonna give it a chance. I'm having an open mind, and maybe this one will be a 5-star as well too. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I will talk to you guys again a little bit later. Hello. Okay, so it is now later, and I have just finished None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, and I don't even know, like, this book was straight up drama, straight up craziness. Like, Josie, literally so crazy, but I think I'm gonna end up giving it 4 stars. I enjoyed this. I thought that it was a wild, fun time. There was so much drama. It was like drama packed, drama filled. Like, yes, this is a mystery because you don't really know what's true and what isn't, but I feel like it was done so well that it just had me like wanting to know more about like everything that Josie was gonna say and everything that was going to be like brought to life on this podcast in this story. And like, I don't know, like, it was honestly like, it was more than I was expecting. It was better than I thought that it was gonna be. I was unsure if I was going to like this, but I feel like this is definitely a solid 4-star read. I feel like if you like a drama, it was also kind of like a character study in a way too, I feel like. So if you like drama and you like hearing about like messed up kind of situations and you're not sure like what's real and what's not, like very much unreliable narrator type situation, if you're into stuff like that, then I definitely would recommend this book for you, because this book was honestly so crazy but so good at the same time. So super excited to have finished this, to have read it. I really enjoyed it, and I definitely do think that I would recommend this book. But now that I've finished None of This Is True, I will be moving on to the next book for this video, which is also the final book that I'm going to be reading, and that is Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. This is a cowboy romance that I think is in a small town. We're following Emmy and Luke, it looks like, and Luke is supposed to be like a bad boy bar owner, and I guess Emmy doesn't know what she's got going on in life. But I'm definitely interested to read this. I really liked Elsie Silver's Chestnut Springs series when I read it, so if this is giving any of those vibes, then I'm here for it. So yeah, this is going to be the next book that I end up reading for this video. I don't think I'm going to start it tonight, but yeah. So with that being said, I will talk to you guys again once I have finished Done and Dusted. Hello. So okay, I just finished the final book for this video, which was Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, and I liked this book. It was a very like feel good, quick read in one sitting kind of cowboy romance, and I really enjoyed myself. Like I said, I literally read it in one sitting. Like, I have been reading this book all day, and I just like couldn't put it down because it was just like so feel goody, and there was no third act breakup, which I love. I love when authors decide not to do a third act breakup, and so there was not one in this one, and I really enjoyed that aspect of the story. I also feel like it was like, I honestly feel like it could have been a little bit longer. So it was like 320 pages, but I feel like it could have been a little bit longer with us exploring them telling her brothers that they were together at the end, because it wasn't necessarily like a secret relationship, but it was kind of. So I feel like we could have explored that a little bit more than like the last like 5 pages. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the writing style. I definitely see myself picking more up from this author. I think my rating is going to end up being a 4-star for this book. So yeah, not a 5-star, but I still really enjoyed this, and I definitely would still recommend it, and I definitely do plan on reading more by this author in the future. So yeah, with that being said, those are all the books that I needed to read for this video. I feel like this video ended up being a pretty good success. Everything was a 4-star or above, which I am excited about. So maybe Goodreads was onto something when recommending books based off of books that I gave 5 stars, especially The Only One Left. I really enjoyed that book. So that was the only one that I ended up giving 5 stars in this video, because I read The Exception to the Rule by Christina Lauren, which I ended up giving either like 4 or 4.5 stars. I think I ended up giving it 4 stars. Then I read The Only One Left by Riley Sager, which I gave 5 stars. I read None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell, which I gave 4 stars. And then Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, which I gave 4 stars as well. So I would say that this was a pretty successful video, and I'm definitely really happy with the books that I did read in this video, and that I was able to read something a little bit different, but also stay in my wheelhouse at the same time, but also find like a new 5-star read and just read some really good books in general. So yeah, with that being said, that is the end of today's video. If you guys liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content from me. I will have all of my social medias linked down in the description, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.